Okay, I'm going to go through how I wash my wig in detail. So this is the shampoo, it's the silicone shampoo. I fill up my sink with, this is going to be kind of warm water, not hot, but I just kind of mix it around, get some bubbles going, and then I'm going to submerge her in there. Always want to make sure that I'm protecting that part and kind of holding on to that lace, getting that shampoo nice and bubbled up, and then just kind of plop her in. See how I have my thumb holding on to that part? Again, I'm just trying to be careful with that lace and keep that part where I want it. Now here, I just feel like there's not enough shampoo in there. I'm not getting the kind of bubbles that I want. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more on and then just kind of make sure, just like we lather up our hair, I wanna get a little bit on there. I'm gonna get my cap nice and clean on the inside because that's what's sitting directly on my head and getting those oils. I'm just gently rubbing the lace line so I can make sure there's no buildup on there from any of my glue or anything like that. I'm gonna get a little bit more shampoo in that area just so I can do more cleansing, not as much rubbing. But it looks like I'm being kind of rough, but trust me, it's very, very gentle. Just kind of pat, pat, pat. Now here I'm going to be using some blue shampoo. I haven't ever used it on this wig, but I want to try to take out some of that kind of brass cast from the bleached knots. So I'm really just applying it to that area underneath, on top, just to see if we can neutralize some of that out. Okay, now it's time to rinse her out. So I rinse her out with some kind of warm water, not super hot and not cold yet. I like to do cold at the very, very end. It helps to seal that cuticle. So I'm just making sure I'm getting all of that shampoo out of there. Let the drain kind of rinse out and then go back in again. I don't want any buildup or debris still in there from the shampoo. Okay, now it's time to give her a conditioning mask. I don't use conditioner, I skip that. I just go straight to this. A lot of product. It's Lanza Keratin Mask. The packaging has changed because I just ordered some more. So it does look a little bit different than what I'm using. But what I'm doing is I'm just going through the mid ends and down, and then I'm brushing my fingers through that. I'm making sure that all that hair is coated because remember, we're not using shampoo. And this is where I'm a bad girl. Any extra product that I have on my hand, I pat it onto the hair. I know you're not supposed to put conditioner on the lace part. It can weaken that hair and make you have some hair falling out. But again, I'm not rubbing it through. I'm not specifically touching the lace part, but I am getting some of that hair, a little bit of conditioning because I want that to be nice and soft too. It's not getting any oils from my scalp. So I'm definitely giving it some attention. And this is my crazy attempt at saying I'm letting it sit on there for 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Now I'm going to rinse her off. I do like to use cool water on this. It's not cold, it's not warm, it's just nice, regular. And I'm just rinsing out some of that conditioner. I want to make sure I'm getting all of it off the lace, but out of the hair. I do end up making this a little bit colder right at the end. It's like a cold burst because I want to seal up that cuticle. Now, after I have all of that rinsed out, I'm going to just gently, gently, gently squeeze out that excess water. Then I like to grab a t-shirt and I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to hold on to her and I'm just gently kind of squeezing that excess water so that I can move on to my next step. Nothing rough. I'm not, rubbing it through my hands. I'm just giving it a nice, gentle squeeze. Now for this next process, I'm using my Color Wow leave-in conditioner. It's something like mist, I don't know, but little goes a long way. I'm just spraying a little bit down at the ends. And then, nope. There we go. So now I'm gonna get my wide tooth comb and comb that through so that all that hair is being affected by that leave-in conditioner. And this is where she sits. This is my mannequin head where I use for drying because her hair can kind of just sprawl out. Hello. All right, so what I wanted to show, and please ignore my voice. The weather's changed. I definitely have some drainage, but we're gonna power through it. So I wanted to show my HairVivi Maire post-wash. So the previous parts of this video was exactly how I wash all my wigs, but this one in particular. And then I let them air dry. Now they're higher density, I think Marie is 150%. So I just let them air dry and it took 2 days really to completely air dry. It was mostly the bottom that was kind of taking a while. It would have been dry in like 24 hours and I could have just blow dried the bottom part, but I have other wigs that I can wear so I can let it completely air dry. So I wanted to show what she looks like before styling. So she's very, very soft, nice, and has a good shine. We're still seeing that kind of shiny top there. And I've put no other product on except for just what I used to get her nice and clean. But this is her. Now I will throw some curls in her. She's just a little puffy, but it's not crazy. Like I'm not seeing, overall, this is very, very easy to manage. I've seen some air dried HairVivi wigs and it makes me wonder what they're using whenever they wash them, because this is not super crazy puffy at all. And to be honest, I actually washed this one too. I did both of them simultaneously. This is Elena. Both of these are 16 inches. So with the Elena, what I did is once I took her out, I let her air dry for 24 hours. And then I have my blowout tool where it's a blow dryer, but it's got the air wrap. And so it didn't have to be completely air dried because I just styled her with that. That's what I like to do at first, just kind of give some nice bigger curls. And then later on this week, once I feel like she needs a touch up, then I'll put in some curls with my hair straightener. But I have a new tool that I ordered and I may wait for that to come in to try it. So this is the final result from the wash. Super silky, soft, very, very shiny still. And so she'll be super easy. I like to get all of my wigs completely ready and then I have them sitting in the closet so that I can wear any of them at any time because I do like to usually switch it up a little bit. Thanks, guys.